Well, the White House is usually a place for reporters chasing stories, but tomorrow its lawn will be full of children chasing treats. Make no mistake, though, the Easter egg roll is no backyard shindig. The annual event on a regular basis attracts some 30,000 guests. But there are reports this year that the Trump administration grossly underestimated what hosting it would entail. Well, Melinda Bates is one person who knows exactly how much work is involved. She was the director of the White House Vistors Centre for all 8 years of the Clinton presidency and helped plan all 8 of those egg rolls. She is also the author of White House Story, a Democratic memoir, and she joins us now from Coronado, California. Melinda, thank you for joining us on this Easter.
It's my pleasure. Nice to be with you, Michael.
Well, you know, I'm going to ask you to explain the significance of this Easter egg roll because there's so much talk about it this year, about so much controversy regarding the preparation, that for a Canadian, it might be a little difficult to understand why it is such a big deal in Washington.
Well, it's normally a very big deal because it's an old Washington tradition. The White House egg roll started with Lucy and Rutherford Hayes at the end of the 19th century, and it has been going on at the White House ever since then, except for short breaks during World War I and World War II. So it's an old Washington tradition. It's important because it takes place at the White House. It's an opportunity for the President and the First Lady to welcome the public to their backyard, so to speak, and show off their entertaining skills. And this year it's even more significant than usual because we have a new First Lady, which would be interesting enough. But this First Lady has chosen to be absent from the White House and absent from Washington. So people are immensely curious about Mrs. Trump's style. How does she want to do this? What will it look like? How will it run? Has she hired competent people? Will they be able to pull it off? So the interest is extraordinarily high.
High interest, as you say, and you have actually planned 8 of these events in your career. Talk to us about the logistics of pulling this off, because as we say, this is no ordinary backyard shindig.
No, it's not. During the Clinton years, we had 30,000 or more people on the lawn in one day. Last year, the Obama's final one had 37,000 people. So the logistics are that you have to design ticketing systems. Nowadays, it's an online lottery to get tickets. Then you have to have those as timed segments so that people can get in line but not spend all day in line. They have to go through security to get onto the White House lawn. Once they're on the lawn, they want to move from activity to activity. Do they want to hear their favorite singer performing? Do they want to get to play hoops with their favorite basketball player? Do they want to put golf balls around? What activities are the kids interested in? And they are interspaced throughout the lawn. There's dozens and dozens of activities. And then you have to move all those people off the lawn in an orderly way. And usually at the departure gate, that's where the children receive the commemorative wooden Easter egg, which is the most highly sought after White House souvenir. But in addition to the egg, normally the children would be given a little gift bag with coloring books and crayons and things related to Easter. Well, guess what? You cannot stuff 20,000 gift bags overnight. It takes a lot of time. And
well,
I don't think they know what they're in for.
Well, let me jump in on that point, because there are many people who look forward to this event, many people who want to be part of that lottery system, to take part in, as you say, this national historic tradition. So what's your take on this lack of preparation, as people are saying, from this new administration?
I think that the West Wing, the Trump West Wing, made a mistake that other West Wings have also made, to be fair, which is to look at themselves and think about the foreign policy people, the domestic policy people, the numbers crunchers and so forth, and focus almost exclusively on those positions. And then look over to the East Wing, where the visitor's office is and the social office, and say to themselves, oh, those people just take care of tourists and parties and events. We can wait till we catch our breath and put everybody in place there. Well, this is a really big mistake, because this Easter egg roll is Mrs. Trump's very first large public event, and she will be judged for it. So if it goes well, she'll get the credit. If it doesn't go well, she'll take the criticism, because no one knows the name of the staffers who are working to put this together, and it appears they've only just started. I mean, I spent I did many interviews last week in which I kept pointing out that they had not even named a director of the visitor's office. This is the person who normally is in charge of this event. They hadn't even put someone in that position. Oddly, right after I finished a television interview on Friday afternoon and said the same thing, the White House called CNN and said, oh, we've put someone into that position now. So, but what a tough job that will be to start on Friday. The event's on Monday.
Well, Melinda will be watching, and should we ever have to organize an egg roll of our own, we know who to call. Thank you for this. That is Melinda Bates, former director of the White House Vistors Centre during the Clinton administration.